fire is burning at the Pendleton Flour Mills Company in eastern Oregon. The Pendleton Police Department says it reignited from a smaller fire that started last night. These incredible pictures were put out by the police department's Facebook page about 5 hours ago. They say the worst of the fire is over and they are monitoring hotspots. Of course, we'll update you here on air and on coin.com when we get more information.
Do yourself a favor right now, click on the link in the description, grab my code, and get a massive discount on this ultra bright rechargeable survival flashlight. You can hang it on any metal surface, it's durable, the charge lasts forever, you don't need batteries because it's powered by the sun or with a wall outlet. You can use it to charge your cell phone from 0 to 100%. It's got multiple emergency flashing modes plus a shop light function. There's a glass breaker, a seatbelt cutter, a compass, and an emergency siren. Guys, this thing is frickin' bright. Grab one while you can. The link's in the description.
Hail to the chief, to Joe Biden. His leadership, his vision, his inspiration made today possible.
Yeah, they decided that's what he's gonna do. He just fucking clocked him. Oh. What the fuck? Yeah, they decided that's what he's gonna do. He just fucking clocked him. Oh. What the fuck? And then he takes his fucking wallet. I'm like, what the fuck? Hell no. And then, that was where he clocked me, the first clock.
Yeah, your glasses on too?
Yeah, he ruined my glasses. They're destroyed. She's getting the wallet, and my money is coming out of my pocket. See? Fuck all the fucking money.
Get my money. Did his face get busted when he was on the ground?
Well, yeah, I think the tackle, because when he hit me, there's a judo move that takes someone to the ground, and that's all I did. Yeah. And so you see his face was in the ground, so then I slowly turned him over. Oh yeah, I got the whole fucking thing.
Oh my god, wait, I need this action.
Oh no,
she's like stepping on him.
Yes, queen.
She's like, fuck this.
So I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but I actually just don't care. I'd like to publicly thank the universe and my parents for allowing me to be born into a time where they said, no, you can't change your gender at the ripe age of 14 when I asked to be a boy instead of a girl because being a girl going through puberty was hard. I vividly remember standing in this exact living room and asking my parents, can I be a boy instead? Because being a girl going through puberty was not fun. Getting a period, growing boobs, shaving your legs, shaving your armpits, waxing your eyebrows, none of that was enjoyable for me. It was awkward and uncomfortable, so I decided to do anything else, which was be a boy instead. I wore baggy clothes and I put my hair in a ponytail and I just decided, nope, not doing it. And my mom's response was, no, you're a girl. You could dress however you want, but you are a girl, that is your gender, and it is what it is. Nothing you can do about it. So yeah, I'm just very grateful that I wasn't born into a time period now where parents are getting brainwashed into responding with the words, okay, do you want to talk about it? Nope, nothing to talk about. Vagina, girl, and it is what it is. And looking back, I'm so very grateful I didn't try to do anything to change this body because I love her and she is beautiful. I wasn't meant to be a boy, I just didn't like being a girl in that moment in time. And it's that fucking simple. So thank you, Mom and Dad, and thank you, God, for allowing me to be born into a normal time period, and to two parents who understood the concept of genders can't be chosen. Also for giving me this body because we love her.
So most of the patients that we have in the GEMS clinic actually know their gender, usually around the age of puberty, but a good portion of children do know as early as seemingly from the womb, and they will usually express their gender identity as very young children, some as soon as they can talk. They might say phrases such as I'm a girl, or I'm a boy, or I'm going to be a woman, or I'm going to be a mom. Kids know very, very early. So in the GEMS clinic we see a variety of young children all the way down to ages 2 and 3, and usually up to the ages of 9. When they come into the clinic, they'll see one of our psychologists, and we'll be talking to them about their gender. We'll be talking to their family about how to best support that child and how to make sure that that child has the space and support to explore their gender and do well throughout their development. And we'll be answering any parent questions. A lot of parents do have questions, and so we answer those questions. The biggest piece of advice I give parents who are coming through the gender clinic at Boston Children's Hospital is to just be supportive. Sometimes you might not understand, sometimes you feel like you don't know the terms, or you don't kind of get exactly what the child means when they say that they might be this gender, but the biggest thing you can do is just love your child and support them and just allow them to express themselves. That's the biggest protector as well against negative mental health effects such as depression, suicidality, anxiety that we worry about for our gender diverse kids and young adults. So that support from a parent is one of the best protective factors and one of the best things they can do.
We've designed it, and we've done this very, very quietly, but we're glad to now release it to the world, is this idea of Teslaphoresis, which is a discovery we made several years ago, and we've been developing it. And Teslaphoresis is, the simplest way to understand it is self-assembly at a distance, just long-distance assembly of materials. And what we did was, because we're at Rice, we had plenty of nanotubes around, so we decided to use nanotubes. And what we discovered was that these nanotubes can actually string together and form wires by themselves under this electric field.
This fundamental idea of force acting at a distance, that you can have, instead of, when you normally build circuits and things like that, you have to have physical contact. Now we're talking about building circuits without actually touching them.
All right, we're just dispersing this. Power on, and up. I realized that a Tesla coil could actually do this if you designed it in a way to create a very strong force field in front of it. And so that was the engineering aspect of it. And then once I designed the machine, then all sorts of discoveries started falling out of it. Oh, that was a good one!
Teslaphoresis is one of those things, it's a project that there are just so many avenues, so many things that I think you can do with it. Not just making conductive wires, but taking it in so many different places, not only just biomedical and engineering, but taking it into different industries like silicone chips or exploring different conductive materials.
This also ties in just generally in nanotechnology that self-assembly is very big. That is, if you can get things to build themselves, just as in biology, we build ourselves.
When my son saw it, he called them webs. He thought it was like Spider-Man shooting webs out. And it really is. It's very much like a web sort of stringing out together. And that was a surprising finding. And the physics of that is actually a lot richer.
About what happened yesterday.
Afterwards, between the Justice Department and President Biden.
One question for Africa, Karim.
I'm going to come back, guys.
Thank you. Why do we always have to beg for questions? Africans deserve questions as well, Karim. Come on.
What is the latest on
Can I have a question, Karim?
Okay, I'll take a couple more questions. Okay, I'm gonna take guys. Go ahead. Okay. Give me a second.
We have been asking for questions every time, and even when you give questions to Simon, it's because he forced. We don't need to force for question. We also deserve to have a question.
I will get.
Do you have something against African reporters?
On Afghanistan, Jake Sullivan said last year that there was going to be an extensive top-to-bottom review of the war and how that went.
Can you start again because someone was yelling over you?
Afghanistan, Jake Sullivan said last year.
While we have time and it still retains some of its perceived value, maybe it'd be a good idea to convert your worthless fiat into valuable, storable food. Don't be the one who waits till the food riots start happening. You don't want to be fighting panicking people in the store over that last jar of peanut butter. At Prepare with High Impact Flicks, you can get up to 3 air and watertight gasket-sealed ammo cans, each filled with a 4-week emergency supply. 7 food varieties, 2,000 calories a day, 284 servings, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and each meal comes in a resealable, heavy-duty 4-layered pouch. And it's got a 25-year shelf life. Every order of a 4-week supply gets you $100 off plus free shipping. Here's how simple it is to make. I'm going to cook up some Granny's home-style potato soup. People are going to think I'm a culinary hero. You open the pouch, boil 4.5 cups of water, stir the contents, simmer on low heat for 15 to 20 minutes, take it off the heat, then let it set for 2 to 3 minutes before you serve it up. Man, this stuff's so good.
People are going to think Granny stopped by and filled your kitchen with a whole bunch of love.
Well, if Granny does stop by, she's going to fill your behind with a whole bunch of buckshot if you keep talking with your mouth full. Wipe your dang beard off. It's embarrassing. So maybe convert some of your worthless fiat into valuable food while you still can. Order now and get $100 off of up to 3 4-week emergency food supplies at preparewithhighimpactflix.com. The link is in the description.